My name is Patricia. I'm 27, and I've erased this recording more times than I can remember, not because the words escape me, but because speaking them aloud terrifies me. I once believed heartbreak was the greatest pain anyone could endure, until the day I lost my mother. She was warmth itself. Every morning she'd hum softly while making breakfast, and every night she'd remind us, no matter how heavy life gets, there's always space for a little laughter. When cancer took her, it didn't just steal her body, it stole that sound from our home. My father wasn't the same after that. Neither of us were. He had always been solid, unshakable, the kind of man who fixed anything with his hands. But after she was gone, those same hands only shook. He barely spoke, barely ate, just sat for hours in the living room, staring at the chair where she used to read. I moved back home because I couldn't bear the thought of him sitting in that silence alone. I told myself I was helping him heal, but the truth was that I was hiding too. We barely spoke, but we didn't need to. Our grief had become its own. Quiet language, built from exchanged looks, wordless meals, and cups of coffee that went cold. Sometimes I'd catch him gazing at her photograph. Lips moving in whispers meant only for her, and I'd just watch as he seemed to fade a little more each day. Then one night something changed, not dramatically. No storm, no outburst, just a still shift. We were watching one of Mom's favorite movies when I suddenly broke down, sobs tearing out of me before I could hold them back. Dad pulled me into his arms, like he did when I was small, but the hug felt heavier now, lonelier, almost desperate. And I realized he wasn't really comforting me. He was holding on to what little he had left, holding on to me. From that night forward, we became inseparable, not romantically, but in a way that blurred the edges of what truly felt healthy. We'd talk until 2 in the morning about Mom, about life, about how hollow everything felt, and sometimes I'd hear myself repeating the things she used to say, trying to fill the emptiness in him, trying to become her shadow because it was the only thing that made him smile again. But that smile soon began to unsettle me. The more I tried to help him mend, the more I felt myself slipping away. He started asking me to stay near, calling me by Mom's old nicknames without even realizing it. And instead of correcting him, I let it happen because in those moments I felt needed again. Convincing myself it was love when deep inside I knew it was grief dressed up as love. One evening I woke to find him sitting outside my door holding one of her scarves. His eyes unfocused and glossy as he whispered that he kept thinking she was still here. That if he reached far enough he might pull her back somehow. And when he looked at me, he wasn't seeing me at all, he was seeing her. And that's when it crashed over me that we weren't healing, we were drowning side by side. Since that night I've been pulling away, speaking less, spending more time outside the house. Yet every time I hear him cough or pass by her photograph, guilt crawls up my spine because I want to save him. But I don't know whether being close to him is saving him or slowly breaking us both, so I'm recording this because I no longer trust my own thoughts. I can't tell where the line is between love and grief, comfort and dependence. Only that when you lose the person who kept your world steady, you start clinging to the pieces that remain, even if those pieces are the parts of you already cracking. And maybe that's the most frightening truth of all, that sometimes what feels like love is really just the lingering echo of loss refusing to release its hold.